Hey, this is Chris Garlick from the American Go e-Journal. We are here, main playing area at the U.S. Go Congress. It's usually a very quiet place. We are surrounded by, about 100 or so folks for the event of the afternoon. That's Blindfold Go with Bao Yun here, and also Ryan Lee behind me. And Dennis Wheeler is going to be transcribing the moves back and forth. I know, Dennis, you're shy. We are very excited to be here with you, and Bao, you can go ahead and don the blindfold and let the best player win. I will tie. Yes. Here, once. I'll give you the microphone and I'll tie. Not too tight?
It's okay. No problem. Yeah,
right.
no problem.
All right. Good luck, both of you.
Okay, thank you. Wait. Yeah. Mm. 16-4. Sixteen. Yes, 16. Yeah. Three, 6. Three, 15. Three, 14. Four, 10. S- 17, 6. 5-4. 3-4. 4-3. 3-2. 6-4. 4-2. 2-4. 2-1. 1-4. 2-5. 27.
5-2.
4-7.
5-2.
16. 16. 4 14. 17 14.
17.
17, 17.
17, 18.
15, 17.
16, 18.
15, 16.
15, 18.
18, 17.
14, 16.
13, 18.
15,
12, 18. Thirteen, 17.
Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to the 33rd U.S. Go Congress in San Diego, California. I'm Stephen Hu from the AGA Skybox here, and we're joined by Jenny Shen, Tudong professional.
Hi, Stephen.
How's it going?
It's good.
You look very happy.
Okay.
And today we're going to look at the blindfolded game, the Blind Go exhibition match between Bao Yun 7-dan, amateur, and Ryan Lee, North American 1 non-professional. And now, before we start the stream, I want to apologize for our technical difficulties. We were having a little bit of trouble getting everything set up, but yeah, we're good to go now, and everything looks great. Hopefully this will be a high-quality match.
Okay, so, Stephen, have you tried Blind Go?
I have tried for 20 moves
20 moves?
before.
Maybe I can do 20 moves too? I don't know. I've never tried, but I think I definitely cannot do it.
Right, so to explain the concept of blind go to everyone who's watching for the first time, blind go is when you are blindfolded, so you can't see the board. Someone will read the coordinates out to you, and you'll decide what moves to play from the information you hear. So it's actually very difficult if you have not done it before. Now, Bao Yun has been giving exhibitions all over the place, actually.
He's an expert.
Yeah.
So I think I was just being curious, and I asked Bao Yun like a couple of questions. So he said that the first thing is the time. So for playing this blind go, because it takes time for him to see the board, right?
Right.
In his head.
Yeah.
So he said that this is a pretty short time because he only has 1 hour initial time. So he said if he gets 5 hours or 6 hours, he probably can. He thinks 5 hours, 6 hours, he can play like almost his real strengths, like maybe 95%, 99%. But 1 hour. So he can't play his real strengths. So he will be like, I don't know, maybe 80%. But I think that I've seen Bao Yun play blind go. He's still very strong.
Yeah,
so
he is very strong indeed.
Yeah, so this is one thing. And then the second question I asked him was, how do you do that? I definitely cannot do it.
Me neither.
So he said that he's just like all of this board is like pictures in his head.
Right.
So there are many, many pictures. And he just organized all these pictures, and it's like he could see the board, like you can with your eyes, and then he can just play. It's like it sounds pretty easy, but it's like, oh, I still don't know what to do.
Yeah, that certainly sounds like a very impressive skill to have. There is an amount of time spent on visualizing the board, obviously. So to actually combine all the patterns from audio information from the coordinates is very difficult.
Yeah, especially when it's getting like a lot of stones on the board. Like, how do you read the coordinates? And I think that's very hard. I think I really cannot do it. He said that there are connections between the stones. Like some
Right.
of the stones already, like he knows the coordinates. So with the connection, that will help him to read the coordinates. So that's amazing.
Wow.
I think that's hard. He thinks
Yeah.
it's the same.
Absolutely.
Anyway, so. They have been played for a while. Should we start to look at the game?
Yeah, let's take a look at what they played so far. Ryan Lee is taking black and Bao Yun is taking white.
Ryan is black. Okay.
So I could take care of this half of the board.
Okay.
We have 2 sets here. Our studio is looking great.
So this is white's perspective again. The first move is here.
Yes. So normally we play in the top
upper
right corner.
Anyway, so it's the recorder.
Right. Big shout out to our recorder Dennis Wheeler for reading out the coordinates.
I think he's great. He always does a good job. So this is a.
Oh.
Oops, sorry. Sorry. So this is a small corner enclosure. This is small knight's move, corner enclosure again. I streamed Ryan's first game, the City League. He played here as well, so he probably likes this one. But in that stream, I already said that this from AlphaGo's view, this is too territorial. So AlphaGo likes this just high jump or large KMash enclosure.
Right.
But I think that we human players are learning these AlphaGo ideas. But when we don't really understand these moves, then we would still play the moves we understand. I guess that's what happens.
That's right. There have been a lot of two-space low enclosures and two-space high enclosures in AlphaGo games. This is actually one of the most common human openings, though. It's also known as the Oh, actually, yeah, we're having trouble with the camera at the moment. We'll take a break, and once we get those issues fixed up, we'll be right back.
Ten 14. Last move he played 15-14, right? Okay. 17-12.
Hi everyone, sorry about that. We're back. We have just fixed the board camera. It did take our producers a while, but it was a tough job, but we got it fixed. So actually, we just barely got started. This is the US Go Congress Blind Go exhibition match between Bao Yun 7-Dan Amateur and Ryan Lee 1-Dan Pro. And we're still here with Jenny Shen, 2-Dan Pro.
So we can we just need to start the game, right? We don't have to go all over back.
Right,
okay, we can just look at the game. So
I'm sure people are still here.
I hope so.
So once again, Ryan Lee is taking black. Bao Yun is white. Just to clarify, Ryan is not blindfolded.
Yeah, so Ryan Lee is playing the real game, and
Right.
real Go.
The real Go.
is blind.
The unreal Go.
Okay, so we just talked about this small like night move corner enclosure, and then we just said that this move, humans still playing the move they understand. Because like AlphaGo doesn't play this move, we just I said this in this first stream, the City League. It's also Ryan Lee's game that AlphaGo prefers these two.
Yeah.
So this focuses more on the center, but this one is very territorial. But just like what we said, that humans need to understand these new moves, right? So it needs time to study and understand and try it. But if not, then I think lots of players still prefer to play the moves they understand. So this actually leads to, what did you say? Orthodox opening?
Orthodox opening.
Orthodox
That's right.
opening.
It's
I
also,
don't know if people like this term or not. This is Steven said that, Orthodox
I
opening.
hope I'm correct. This is also actually my personal favorite opening. So yeah, certainly this is the only thing I.
This is your favorite Orthodox opening.
That's right.
Okay. So you know this very well. That's good. You can
I
help.
can't say I know very well, but I played this a lot.
I think that AlphaGo Lee still played this opening last year, the match with Lee Sedol, right? Yeah. So, but AlphaGo Master doesn't play this anymore. So you can see AlphaGo has improved and changed the views.
Right.
So this one actually was popular last year, very, very popular. It started from 2015, and then 2016 was extremely popular, right? This opening.
I've seen it in many games. I've played many games, and this does have a very high frequency of appearing.
Well, but since this year, you see that all the top pros are copying AlphaGo's new moves. So we don't see this anymore. But now we see it again. It feels like, wow, this is like a old
opening now.
Very old feeling. To
All
me, it's like, wow, this happens again, like that.
The fashion trends have changed.
I think that it's so probably Bao Yun also plays this. This is probably he's familiar with this opening, so that's what happens. Because I think that when this happens, the AlphaGo usually will play shoulder hit. Right. So this and in strong like these top pros games, they will copy AlphaGo and play some shoulder hit moves. So this is very how do I describe it?
Human.
We're human. Okay, good. So now we will have like a human orthodox opening, human jersey keys.
Right.
Black approaches and then invade.
Yeah.
This actually has some. They have studied this a lot, right?
In the game, actually.
Oh, he
like,
connected here. Sorry.
Yeah.
So they have. Oh, I see. So if black comes here, white gets this
Yes.
turning center. That was in AlphaGo game. Oh, it's a different one. That's the approach. It's the Komoko approach. This one.
I see.
In that game, AlphaGo was Lisedo.
Oh.
It was this one, right? This one, and
Right.
then game 5. So this is pretty similar. So if black comes here, white will get this turning center, and then white can come
Right.
back here.
Right.
So in the game, black connected here instead of
Yeah.
the.
In either case, white does
descend.
get a move here to extend.
Yeah, so actually the difference is that black has a solid position here, then it's easier to invade. That's what black is doing right now. So this one, they have the patterns. They have studied this a lot. It's like another very big human joseki. So you know
Right.
this a little bit? You can
It's
explain
happened.
to us. So basically, I think that if white just covers, right, plays
Right.
the normal moves, that's what black wants, I think.
So black
So-
will connect.
Connect, and then black will,
white
white has to pull back.
back.
And then black comes here. I think this is probably like people who like territory, they would think that this influence versus trade with this territory
Yeah.
is not good for white.
This almost feels like reviewing my own game. It's happened before.
Happen a lot. Well, I don't know but I'm pretty sure that if white didn't choose this one, they have lots of studies, right? This pattern. Why thinks that this is not good enough? Because the outside still has weakness, like the
Right.
cuts, clamp, this kind of moves.
So it's
So-
not a complete wall. There are some follow-ups by black.
Right. So and they're trying to another thing is that they have this invasion, right?
Yes.
Right. So this is one thing. Another thing is this invasion.
So white will play here.
Right. And then black would just come out like this.
Yeah, that has happened as well.
I didn't study these human patterns very well.
Human patterns are too easy for you.
No. I just don't like patterns, so I don't play the patterns at all. So it doesn't
Right.
happen to me.
This does happen a lot in online games as well. People do play these at a very fast speed.
Yeah, because the pros have studied this a lot. Anyway, so this move, I've seen it. And I have seen that the top pros had analyzed this move. So the idea of this move is that if black blocks,
Yeah.
white is gonna clamp, right?
clamp.
So first of all, if black comes here,
Yeah.
then white Ataris. This is the ideal shape for white. White is hoping black plays like this to get these moves in center. And after that, whatever is good, right? This exchange,
Yeah.
like even this one,
So white
be
plays
good.
these moves to make shape in center,
yeah,
and then comes back to this position.
right. So this is like white can take advantage in center here.
Right.
So what if black comes out?
Oh.
If black wants to resist?
So maybe white connects.
White has two options. One is
Yeah.
connect, one is going in.
I see.
But have you studied?
I've played it before.
What did the top pro say?
The top pros. Well, in my game, I remember that black played here
Yeah, and then
and white turned.
white turned.
So I thought there was a potential Hane there.
Yes, there is a honey there.
Right. So what would you say is the correct sequence?
I think your turn is right. No? Okay.
I did it right.
I thought, well, because after that, the honey is very painful for black.
I see.
Because black doesn't want to come here, and then this Atari becomes really.
Seems like white's playing
It's like
on
this
the outside.
exchange,
Yeah.
like this exchange, right? So black doesn't have a good reply. If black turns, white Atari, and white is alive in the corner.
Yeah.
So so locally, black needs to. If black doesn't want to let white live, black has to play here. But this way, white will get this move back.
Oh, so now that's a really good shape on the left side.
Right. So this is a. This is why they have been studying and they figure out that black needs to
Resist.
right
as well.
counterattack its honey, and then
Wow.
this leads to a very complicated,
5-11.
not very complicated, but this leads to a complicated reading and fight. So white's move is still here, right?
I see. So black, well, you said before that black wants to resist, right? So maybe one of the good moves is.
Yeah, because if black plays anything else, white would just play the sensen. So you can see that sensen is a vital point for the eyes.
Right.
Otherwise, white gets that move, white is alive.
If white gets a sun point, then white has good life in the corner.
Yeah, so the thing is that if white is alive, then the invasion is not very. The invasion, black is not just trying to get to the invade the side, but wants to, because black thinks white is weak, wants to attack.
Right.
But if white is alive, then the attacking is, we can say the attack failed.
I see. So black needs to resist here.
Yes, yeah. So this move is a vital point.
Yeah. So as played in the game, black Haned and
White Atari is on the
Ataris.
inside. So the difference is
Yeah.
between this one and the previous one
So-
was that now the stone instead of this one
Yeah.
earlier we showed the variation. Now the stone is here,
So black is a lot more if white
right?
Ataris and black.
Right. So
extends.
this one, white actually has a weaker shape like there's a peep. Also black gets more. Black goes to the fifth line instead of third line.
Whereas in our previous variation,
Yeah.
it was more like this.
Right. It was like this, and white got centered.
I see.
So this is what white cannot. That's why white cannot play there.
Right.
In the game, white has to Atari from the corner.
So now we see a very complicated battle in the corner.
I hate it. I hate this.
It does look very hard to me. So black extends,
White comes out.
comes out.
So if white connects, black will come
Black
here.
to block, right?
Yes, only move, right? Then
Yeah.
white has to come in here.
Yeah.
Then black can push through, right?
Atari.
And then Atari pushes through.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, black fix the outside. I think this result is good for black.
Because
Right.
because white has a small corner.
Yeah, but black's influence on the outside is really powerful. But when we see that the difference that when we say the outside influence is very powerful, because it's not just like white has this wall, but white actually has some eye shape.
Yeah.
So that makes it powerful. And then this side becomes weak. So this result is good for black.
So white doesn't want to lose this stone, right? If black can Atari.
Right, because white still wants to take care of this side.
I see.
So in the game, white goes out.
Pushes out.
But this requires a ladder. The ladder must be good for white. So we need to remember that you want to play this variation, you need to look at the ladder first.
Yes.
Otherwise, when you get up to there, and you suddenly realize, oops, the ladder doesn't work for me.
That has happened to all of us before. So black Ataris.
We are talking about this ladder. So right
Right.
now, because white has a start point, then the ladder works for white. So black cannot play there. Black has to come here.
Right, but if the ladder didn't work for white, then
Black can just kill the two stones. Then that it would be definitely good for black.
yeah, then that would be disastrous for white. So black in the game extended.
Then white has to play here. So
Blocks.
these moves are forced. Because
Right.
if white goes from here, then black can push through again. That would be
Now
bad
we're
for
back at
white
the
again.
previous,
Right. Right. This will be bad
variation.
again for white. So this is the only move. But
Yeah.
it looks like the two stones are dead in the corner. But this is a special corner situation.
Well, if the two stones are dead here, then that can't be too good for black, right?
So special corner situation has always like this kind of corners we need to be careful. There's always things here.
Strange things happen in the corner.
Yeah, right. So black comes here.
So
And we see that white must come here. This is forced. Because
I
if you
see.
reduce the liberties from the other side, it doesn't help.
So because if white tries to
Right,
come
this
in
doesn't
here,
help.
So white actually can't get in.
Right. So
White
black
has to-
comes here, but because of the liberties problem,
Yes.
black gets this cut in center. And this is what
Right.
happened in the game. Then black got to kill the corner. This is the game. But
Yeah.
but what white got is that white has a much stronger position on this side, the trade. So white can even get this take in center. So in the game,
Yes.
white comes out.
Yeah. And
And black played this Kashmir.
Yes. And
And
then white.
diagonal move, and white took in center. Black has to kill this. So we can see that this trade, black got the corner.
Yeah.
That actually this is very strong because these 3 stones are connected to the outside. Black's 5 stones. So this you can look at it. This is extremely strong. This position.
So black has a lot of thickness in the
Yeah.
corner.
But white also got a strong shape on this side, so that helps the left side. What do you think? Which one do you like? Do you like black or white?
It does seem visually like black has a lot of captures in that area, but I think white also has something on the left side, right?
Well, you didn't answer the question.
It's hard to say, but I think white does have sente after this entire sequence, right?
Yes.
So in the
So
game,
I
white,
played a turn.
right?
I think it's hard to say as well, because this is really hard to make a judgment. But I think that if this side is territory,
Yeah.
so black has 2 corners, but white has this side. It's
Yeah.
really probably still even.
So we can say that black strengthened this corner, but white's left side is also very strong now.
Actually, I think it's amazing because thinking about this is blind go, and they played so accurate.
That's right. He doesn't miss an Atari. I would totally do that.
He's an expert blind go,
That's
so
right.
he doesn't make that kind of mistakes. He would never make that kind of mistakes.
So black actually
Black plays this approach,
approaches once
and
again.
then white comes here, and
So black
continues
catches.
here. So this is so this has been played by AlphaGo a lot. So I was thinking about why this move is here and honey. I'm thinking that maybe if you think like this,
Yeah.
then it's pretty much like this one, right? It's like because the result
Oh.
will be like this. The result is like this. So it's pretty
Yeah.
much like this feeling. Black instead of going back here, black actually makes
Puts in
a
the corner.
living ship in the corner.
Yeah.
But it's even better to put this down here because black has better eye shape.
Yeah. So so that's why black's attachment is so popular in AlphaGo games.
I guess. And another thing is that instead of pull back here, this push, like this move, is also like preparing for the pincer in the future. Then white might want to end a move here, then black
Yeah.
gets center. And also this in the future, like this move is also big, right?
Yeah.
So this feels more efficient. That now it feels this kind of I don't want to use the word slack, but I do feel like that.
Because black is in Gote?
Right, but this I think this is more efficient.
I see.
Not just because AlphaGo played it.
Well, AlphaGo does like to play close to opponent's stones. That's for sure.
You want to say attach everywhere.
Attach everywhere. That's right.
Because yesterday we had the conversation that we were talking about Josekis. AlphaGo actually thinks that many of the human Josekis, including Large Avalanche and Magic
Right.
Sword, AlphaGo has different opinions. So
Yeah.
basically, AlphaGo will simplify all the Josekis, human Josekis. And then we were saying that in the future, how do we play? We don't play Josekis. And then someone said, they will just attach everywhere.
Attach everywhere. That's fantastic.
Anyway, so this is actually, human also played this one.
yes.
Just Atari and Connect.
I have seen this one before.
Yeah,
Fortunately.
he played this one. So normally white would connect and black comes back and then white comes here. I guess
see.
in this case, black will push like this.
So black has a nice shape.
Yeah,
on the
black has a
bottom.
nice shape. Also, in the future, this block is still a big move.
I see. So
So-
white didn't do that in the
Yeah,
game.
and normally I think that he has another idea to push down, because usually push down from here and build the center, you need to have some combination. For example, usually like if you have stones on this side,
Yes.
that will help better. But in this case, this side is black stone, so I think that Bao Yun he chose this one because
Yeah.
white's position on this side. Maybe he wants to have a nice combination on this side.
I see. So speaking of which, we're actually caught up with the real game progress. So this is.
This is
well,
current?
Yeah, this is. I believe so, and I think. Well, my
This is
bold
current.
predictions are black will cut.
Yeah.
The next
so,
move?
So I think black has to cut.
Yeah.
But this is not a real game, but we can expect this one.
Three,
And white
10.
comes here, and black comes here.
So that's could be what happens in the real game.
And then white Atari is here, right? This is this will be.
Oh, actually, we. Sorry for
Oh,
that.
you-
There was an error in the game tree.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, that didn't actually happen.
Oh, that's an error. Okay, so that's so actually he played the normal connect on the outside. I was thinking
Right.
because without the combination on this side, usually white would not choose that one. So why still plays this one?
Yeah. So that was the real game.
Real game was still like that. So this is what we have expected. And then
So-
this
oh.
peep. Whoops.
I've seen that somewhere.
You have seen it somewhere. I think everyone has seen it somewhere.
Yeah. I think this happened in one of the AlphaGo's games against Kejie, right?
Yes. Yes.
And then in that game it was Kejie who played the peep.
Kejie who played the peep, and then AlphaGo played here,
That's right.
and then
Something like
black
that.
white crawled, and
Oh.
and I think he cut first. Oh, he cut first. Did he cut first?
Maybe.
And
Well,
then jumped. That game, I think if we saw the Kejie versus AlphaGo match, this has happened.
Right. So well in the game, it looks like
It didn't have.
they
They're
that was what they played.
That's so funny because they first
Yeah.
played the human orthodox pattern, then they switched to AlphaGo's fancy.
Right. So it looks like they did
Fancy
do that.
sequence.
We were totally predicting what happened in the game.
Yeah, this is the AlphaGo's fancy sequence, and then white pushes, and now
pushes.
black needs to cut,
Oh,
right?
likely. Actually
wait.
connected.
Isn't this move this one?
Well, I thought in the AlphaGo game it did make that exchange first, right?
And then AlphaGo played here, right? And then white played here, and then black played here. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, something like that.
Because locally,
Right.
if white tries to kill the 4 stones, white cannot push here because this
Right.
Atari. So this is the idea of the cut and this Atari first,
I see.
because white cannot push out. If white pushes, white dies. So white cannot even play this push.
So
That
white has
means-
to start taking liberties first, right?
Right. So the good thing about this is that black doesn't play this first.
I see.
Because white cannot push anyway, so black doesn't need to play.
So black
this
can
one.
save that exchange.
Right, and then black can put this stone here, which is much better because you can see this exchange will be very ugly.
Right.
And in the future, black can play this Atari and wrap it like that.
So if white does want to kill those 4 stones immediately, then black can get a nice outside shape.
Yeah, that's right. So I would say this one black gets sente. I would say this is pretty good for black. Like black can come here.
Right. Well, in the actual
Or
game,
maybe just play this shoulder head. But I mean, white
Oh.
might not play. White might not play this one. In that game,
Yes.
Kejie actually tenuki'd.
right.
So yeah, so after this position, white tenuki'd in that game.
Yeah. Well, in the
But in this
our
game,
actual game, black did.
Ryan was not playing AlphaGo's fancy Tetsuji. Why not?
I have no idea. He
You
did
should
connect.
ask him.
So
Well, I think this is really good. This is really good.
Yeah.
This move.
AlphaGo
And-
does know the right timing of making those
Yeah, this
exchanges.
is perfect timing because white cannot resist. This is the only move. And then when black Atari is here, white cannot do this. Otherwise, this Atari.
The shape is too bad,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
This Atari is really painful because if you can see that if it's like this, then white is definitely not alive when the black goes back
Right.
here, right? Maybe black has even better move, but even if black just come back here, this
Right.
exchange is definitely good for black.
I see. So, well, that's not what happened. But black did connect.
So he didn't play. I still don't know why not.
Yeah, not sure about that either.
But this one feels like.
New Joseki maybe?
No, I mean this one feels like white is taking advantage of that.
Oh.
Black didn't do this exchange and connected back, because if we go back here and if we do this, and then do this, white doesn't have a good reply locally. You can see, other than this move, then black connects. That makes a huge difference.
And because
That
white has so many
the
stones
wedge.
around.
Right, because
White
white
cannot
in the
live.
game white wedged out.
Yes.
So it's the same thing that white still cannot push because this is still center, and then black can still block. So this will be hard for white to continue here,
Right.
especially black has stone on this side.
So white cannot actually live locally because black has a stone right
Right.
here.
So this will be white will be in trouble. So that means there's no good reply here. So if white wants to continue, white has to kill the 4 stones like this. But black can just definitely sacrifice the 4 stones and get center on this board. So why didn't he do that?
So you're saying black should have followed
think-
AlphaGo's moves,
Yeah,
right?
this is Africa's brilliant move. We should learn it. This is really good. I remember when I was watching the commentary, live commentary when they were playing. All the Chinese pros were like, "Wow, this move is so good. This is really good. This is like this sequence and the timing was just perfect."
They're all marveled.
In the game, what black connected and then white wedges. Is there any new studies about this? But I don't see why this is better than the other. I think the other is better, because white comes out, then it's 2 groups fighting each other, right? So this way, white comes out, then black is not alive. We see, then
Right.
the 2 groups are fighting each other.
Right. Well, let's see what happened in the actual game. Black actually Hanate.
And then white comes here.
Extend.
Right, so black has to run 2.
So actually black did make one more exchange.
Push 1 more,
Yes.
and then white comes here, and then black comes here.
Leans. So it does look very different from what we were
Oh,
playing
yeah.
out.
Yeah, but this one, white actually has eye shape, right? You can see.
Not my turn.
So white comes out.
It's not my turn.
I still don't know why.
Right. Now, this is stepping to the unknown. As white plays the 1 space jump. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, if you're watching on YouTube and Twitch, watching our commentary, feel free to ask questions. We will definitely respond to the very good ones. We did have one excellent question a few days ago. One of the audience members actually predicted what would be a very good move. So there are some very good questions out there.
So far, we don't get questions.
Well, people might be questioning my tie, but that's not right.
Okay, so does that mean our commentary is too good or too bad? Either way, it's one of the. So this move is better than the jump, because if we see that if you put this down here, there's something here, right?
Now, we do have a question. They play all of this blind. Let me clarify. Bao Yun is playing blindfolded. If you check out the camera view from...
Yeah, I think the audience should be able to see that Bao Yun is with something on his eyes. He's
Right.
blind.
I don't believe Ryan
Ryan
is
is not.
blind.
Ryan, no. This is Bao Yun,
Yeah.
a blind go challenge. Ryan Lee. So he is playing on the real board with it's not blind.
I remember he did play another game against Eric Louis, one down pro at last year's Congress, right?
Blind? Oh, you mean Bao Yun? Yes.
Yeah.
Last year's Congress, I think Eric won the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I recalled.
So here, I think that to put this stone here, there's something here.
Yes.
You can see that if white honey, then there's a cross cut. So in the future, there's more algae, right?
Looks very scary.
Well, if what we can see is if white Atari is a simple way that white takes and black can cut.
So if white captures,
then black can kill the 3 stones.
so white actually can't go in there.
Right. So this is the weakness of the shape that black plays here to attack it. But for example, if you play here, then there's a cut. Then black can kill the 2 stones in the corner. But if white plays here, there's a cut. Then there's these 2 moves me eye for black. So there is some weakness here.
So if white, no matter where white plays, there are always some follow-ups for black, right?
Well, I think that this one will be, even this one. But right now it's not very severe because white can just connect. It's not very severe right now. You can't crush it. It's just this the algae. With this stone, there's some algae here.
I see.
And then black played this nice move.
Yep. So that's what black played.
I think that we can see that without this move, like if white gets here, something here, then white will have good eye shape. And then white is alive. Then black, we can see black has 1 eye here.
Yeah. So black is still not completely alive.
Right. So white played. Black
So
played
black
here.
is here.
And white takes.
Black
and
jumps
black
out.
jumps out.
White turns.
Yeah. So this way, white only has 1 eye. We can see, but white is pretty strong. This turn is very powerful. So white is already connected to his left side position. So I think that, but black also has an eye shape on the outside. Then this group is not a big thing to worry.
I see. So we can say that both groups have almost settled pretty much.
Almost, not quite, because I think Ryan is doing something on the left side. Doing something. Because if white is really nicely connected, there's nothing here, and all these are a territory, that would be great, right, for white. So
in the game, well, he did do something on the left side.
Yeah, attach everywhere.
Attach everywhere. That's our takeaway from the day. So white on ace.
So I think that because white has this group not alive, and he was trying to take advantage of that, and he was trying to, for example, if black gets some stones, cut white off, but because if black does something directly, like this kind of things, white will just push all the way.
Right. So.
And maybe black cannot even honey because there's cut. Atari and then here.
So if black Ataris.
Maybe this will work. What? Scary?
It varied.
Or is there anything like this? Something like this? Well, I think white will do something if it's because black has these cuts, so white cut.
Right.
But this reading takes forever. If you're playing blind, what do you think?
Right, exactly. I can't even visualize this with my eyes open.
With your eyes, you have trouble even with your eyes. So
it is very difficult.
So black probably thinks that it's not quite easy to get out from here directly. With the cuts here.
So maybe he wants to play something here first.
Right. So he wants to take advantage because this is like an asking move. His idea can be very flexible. That black doesn't have to destroy this side. If he gets a trade, he can come out and attack this group and profit. That's good too. So for black, it's flexible. For white must make sure that this side is not destroyed. This group is okay.
Right. So white actually harness.
Black crosscut?
black cross cuts.
Okay, good. Fight.
Yeah.
I like this. Especially playing blind. Get the situation as complicated as possible.
Right. Now, actually, we are at move
Are we current?
77, 78 now. So being able to have all 78 stones
In your head.
is
He
very impressive.
has all these pictures organized in his head, so he's
Yeah.
okay. And we can't do that. I remember Bao Yun was in, there was another interview, probably with TV's, and another pro asked him, how do you do that? He said the same thing. The pro's like, oh, it sounds so easy, but I still feel like, actually Bao Yun actually said, oh, it's quite easy. You just do this. You have the pictures in your head and just organize it.
Right.
And then everyone's looking at him like,
What are you talking about?
what are you talking about?
Yeah, it is very hard, and
right.
that's what makes blind go challenging. As we see, black block here. We're at move 79. There will be a battle, you think, in this area?
Well, this is already a battle.
Right.
So what if white cuts? What's going on if white cuts? So first of all, we play out the variation if black
Yeah.
Ataris, and
black
then
will honey?
black will honey, and white comes here. The ladder works for who? You're not supposed to do that. The ladder works for black. The black are wrong.
Just
black?
trying to make sure. Yeah.
And
So
then white has to come in here. What's
Yeah.
going on? So like what we said, that black doesn't need to kill everything. That doesn't need to get, like destroy that side. But white needs to make sure nothing dies.
because if something dies here, then that's disaster.
Yeah, because
right?
that's white's territory. That's white's trade with this corner.
So white's top priority is to make sure that all the shapes are fine here, and then maybe black is trying to get some moves. in
And
this
then
area.
black comes here. I think this is but I think this is one thing we can think about because what if white comes here, black can something or even something like this. But make sure that you don't let white connect.
Right. So because the purpose is to separate these two white groups.
Yeah, because you can think that's white's territory anyway. So black didn't need to think that I have a big loss there. But so for example, if white comes here, then it's clear that you can cut white off, something like this. So
Four,
white has
12.
more
White
things to
connects.
worry about.
4,
But
12.
even this one is still not so easy, I think. Is there a better way? Just push through like this? Maybe that's better. Just push through, it's more clear.
Oh, that might be true because if white
White cannot do
Nice.
that.
then black will cut.
4,
Right.
13.
Right.
Yeah. Then this is definitely white is trying to kill himself. This is group.
Yeah. Well, that does spell a lot of trouble.
So what is the other options?
5,
I think the
9.
first feeling is cut because if white doesn't
Right.
cut and let black come out and then kill the 3 stones.
Which is what happened in the actual
Oh, that's
game.
exactly what we did.
Right.
Yeah, so I think this is only move
Yeah.
because white. Otherwise, if white turns, for example, this one is not here. I mean locally, if white plays elsewhere, anything else, white turns, then black gets his honey. Now white cannot block, otherwise this kills.
Right.
So, whatever, then black can still run, right? Then the black can come out.
So black is not afraid of the cut here.
Black is afraid. I have to read forever. Not sure about his plan, actually.
Right. Well, at least I won't want to read that out blindfolded.
Blindfolded. You can think then for Bao Yun, this doesn't make a big difference for
Yeah.
him.
Right.
Then he can actually see the board. He doesn't need his eyes to see the board.
That's
so
right.
we shouldn't just keep saying this is blind. Because he doesn't have that ability to do it.
Well, in the game, white did cut.
Yeah, white did cut. So black Ataris. And then white and honey. And then this is forced, black runs.
Yes.
And after that, because these two stones are cutting stones, white cannot lose those two stones. So that will be,
Yeah.
maybe they would just play our variation.
2-9.
Maybe that's what would happen.
Yeah, so it looks like black is trying to sacrifice those stones, and try to
Right.
get some moves outside.
That's what we were expecting at the first place, because when black jumps in, the idea is flexible. We just said that
Right.
black doesn't need to live there or whatever. Black just needs to, it's like a kind of like a leading attack. His target
see.
can be this one, but if you scoot up here, he can also take this side. So that's that's what he said.
It's all part of a bigger plan.
That's the flexible means. That's what flexible means.
Right. So white did play the Hane.
So that's our variation.
That's our variation.
Can black turn first? Because if white Tanuki, this Atari and push will kill by white. Otherwise, this will kill white if by
So
white
let-
Tanuki.
Yeah,
Right.
White Tanukis.
Then this push will kill.
Oh, that's right. There's a ladder, right?
It's
yeah.
dead?
Yeah, it's a ladder. Yeah, I see it now.
So if black can get this turning center, that would be great.
Right, because as we see,
If
white does
white
need
has
one
to
more
come in
move.
here, right? I think if you have this turning
How many
center,
minutes left?
black can do even better on this side. Maybe black can play this net.
Oh.
It's even
I
better
see.
that the earlier variation that we
opponent.
push this through.
Wow. This could be black's plan.
Instead of this move, black can even get this move.
So if
It's even better.
right. So now white tries to push
Then Atari,
and take.
and then get this perfect tiger's mouse to fix everything.
That's about one of the best shapes I've ever seen.
Really? Well, but it's
Well,
perfect
locally,
that, right?
yeah.
It's perfect that black just got this and fix everything perfectly.
Yeah. So if black can actually get that, then white will have to run out in this direction, right?
Right, so that means, oh, we have a stone